I don't know if I've ever heard anybody do an edit which gave it away and then committed the next day. Where did that come from?
Just having a little fun with it. Just because I already committed, I'll just go have a little fun. So when I posted it, I was trying to give it away before I really posted the commit poster, but not that many people really caught on to it. So like, I just kept on. I just really didn't even say anything until I really posted the picture.
So you commit during the basketball game, but then the world knows on Friday. Which one of those days feels like that you were a Bulldog? Is it both days, or did one of them feel like you were more Bulldog than the other?
I say at the Georgia game, it really gave me the feeling like, all right, I'm a Bulldog now. I really just told the coaches that I'm ready to come and play for Georgia. And so like that day, that night, felt like I was a Bulldog. But like after that, when I posted it, I felt like I'm really just letting the world know now I'm a Bulldog, because I already know and my family already know, but now the whole world knows I'm a Bulldog.
Did Coach Scott tell you how many guys he wants for the defensive line? Were you offered as a 3, a 5, a D lineman, a D tackle? What were you offered as?
It's between D tackle and defensive end, but like he told me that he wanted defensive ends around about 260, 265, and that's around about my range right now. So right now, just really trying to maintain that figure and keep my speed up, because that's what he said. He want linemen he want defensive linemen that can run, and so like right now, just trying to keep that figure and get stronger.
How solid is this commitment in your mind?
In my mind, it's 100% fit, right? Like, that's where I'm determined to go. And with that being, I'm not gonna like decommit or nothing, because like if I was gonna decommit, I would have never chose Georgia so early. But like because of Georgia so early, I feel like that's my home and that's where I needed to be. And for me to go on through my football career, I feel like Georgia was the right spot to.
Do you feel it was too early, or do you feel it was the right time because that's where you wanted to be all along?
Yeah, to me it felt like it was the right time, because I had a lot of time to think, plenty of time to think. And with me doing that, I felt like Georgia, that was right there.
What's the biggest reason why you chose Georgia, you think?
The family environment and how much time they was putting into their players and stuff. Not just me, like looking like at the way they teach their players and stuff. I feel like, yeah, this is home, and this is where I continue to go forward in my football career.
So you're from Bowman, Georgia. Now there are 2 Bulldogs from Bowman, Georgia. Is there something in the water there? Or like, where is this coming from? How this place is all of a sudden a pipeline to Bulldogs?
I don't know. It's just something about Bowman. Like Bowman, that's what, like, you know, before, like Bowman is like small town type atmosphere. So like everything that's in Bowman, everybody know about. So like when Miko went on, it wasn't like, oh, Marlin's going to Georgia because of Miko. I feel like I went to Georgia because I knew that was the fit for me. And with Miko going, it was like, oh, that did give a little bit of flame to what I was thinking about.
So when you committed during the basketball game, so for everybody that thought Georgia lost that day, well, maybe they lost the basketball game, but they gained a football commitment. Can you just recreate that story about why you wanted to do it then and why it made sense then?
All right, so before I had already talked to my mom and dad about going, and so like it was like, so this is kind of the perfect time since the coaches go be there, and like this is where I'm gonna be able to commit. And so like when I told my Coach Scott, he was like, oh yeah, let's get it done. And my mama, she was standing right there, she was about to cry and all. And so he said, Mama, your son's a Bulldog now. And like that really gave like he's really here now. He's really committed. He's really ready to start working and stuff.
When you made the trip up to Athens, did you know you were going to commit that night?
Yes, sir.
You did, huh?
Yes, sir.
And I guess, how far away is it from your door to Athens? Is it like 40 minutes?
Yeah, 40, 30 minutes. It ain't that far away.
What motivates you, Marlin?
I'll say, well, my biggest motivation right now is like my grandpa. Ever since he passed, like he told me, he said, the last conversation I had when he was like, you keep going, he said, don't let me down. And so like that just gave me more motivation to keep going and keep going. And I know that he looking down on me, saying that he probably his grandson and stuff.
When did you lose him?
I lost him the last week of January. And his birthday is January 1st.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
So you lost him just recently?
Yes, sir.
So when you commit, are you thinking about him? Was he a Georgia fan? Do you think he'd be smiling down on you?
Oh yeah, because like before he passed, like he been working at the same job since he was 14, wow. And he died when he was 63. And so like ever since he been going, like he been showing people like, oh, my grandson going to Georgia and stuff like that. And like he didn't know I had all the other offers. He just knew about Georgia. And so like me coming to Georgia, I felt like he was like, oh, he said, yeah, he's proud of his grandson and stuff like that.
When you got the offer, what was can you remember the first time you had a conversation with him? What did he say when you said, man, I'm offered? What was his reaction?
When I first told him I offered him, first thing he said was, did they look at your grades? And I was like, yes, sir. He was like, that's good, because he said, not always is always about talent. It's about what's in your head too. Because like he said, you gotta make smart decisions when you go up there. And they really gave me to think about it and stuff like that. And so like when I told him I got the offer, he was excited. He was excited also. And then after that, he was just showing it off and stuff like that. So I knew he was excited by that.